Hey guys, what's up? This is Math Davis Media once again. Welcome back to another collection video. Continuing on my video game collection series, I'm going to my PS1 and PS2 games. The reason why I'm putting both of these collections in one video is because I don't have that many PS1 games or PS2 games. So you basically just saw my PS1 collection in the thumbnail, so what's really the point? But I like talking about video games, and I'm going to continue on. So starting off, let's start off with my PS1 games. Now the first one in my collection is Metal Gear Solid. This game is phenomenal. I cannot praise how much this game is amazing. I've gotten not too far into the game, but I'm trying to, I really do want to finish this game because I feel like I really want to review it, and maybe in the future I will. The discs aren't in perfect condition, but they work fine. Sometimes I have to clean them. This is the first half of the game, and this is the second half. This is where the second disc, has the Psycho Mantis boss fight. Man, that boss fight is pretty difficult. I might be doing something wrong in that, I don't know, but Metal Gear Solid, I'm really trying my best to finish this. I've started playing it again yesterday, so hopefully I can get to. I finished playing Metal Gear Solid 3. That's a great game. Alright, which I think is a little bit better than Metal Gear Solid 1. I've also been trying to play The Phantom Pain. I played Metal Gear Solid 3 on the HD collection. Now, anyways, I'm trying to get this box open because whoops. Sorry, the case broke for the next game I'm about to show. But anyways, next up is Resident Evil. That's right, the one that started it all. This is a really cheesy game. It's a great game, but it is so flawed. The voice acting is just awful, but it's pretty much one of the best parts of the entire game because of how bad it is. And there's live action cutscenes, which I think are even worse. You can tell how bad the acting is. It's like in a cheesy 1970s or 80s B horror movie or something like that. And the controls aren't really that good. This game does not use analog support. Like, you can't use the analog sticks. You have to use the D-pad to move, which can be a little difficult to figure out because the camera angles. First, you're stuck in one position, then you're in another position. It could be hard to figure out which way you're controlling the character, but besides that, this is still a great game, even though it hasn't aged that well. Alright, next up is, of course, Resident Evil 2, which improves a lot. This game actually uses analog support. Yay. And, they actually mentioned the movie. This was before the movie. They mentioned that there was going to be a contest to win a part in the movie. This is also, just like Metal Gear Solid, this is also a 2-disc. This part you can play as, Leon, and then, there's another part where you can play as, Claire. If you beat one of the stories, then you've pretty much beaten the entire game. It's the same game, but with different characters, almost. I mean, they both have different stories, but, yeah. Alright, so that's it for PS1 games. Yeah, the reason why I only have 3 is I really want to try to get the good ones. There's just been a lot of, racing games. Every time I look for a PS1 game, just, racing games, but every time I find a game that's supposed to be amazing, it costs way too much. One time I saw Silent Hill, but it was way too much. But, that's another PlayStation game I want to try getting, is the first Silent Hill. But anyways, let's move on to PS2. Starting off is Shadow of the Colossus, which recently got a PS4 remaster. This is an amazing game. This has some of the best boss battles in video game history. In fact, the entire game is boss battles. That's what I love about this game. instead of just having levels, it has boss battles throughout. And it's not too hard to figure out, alright? Your sword basically has this beam that points you into the direction of the next Colossus. This is an open world game, but it's a little bit empty since there's no NPCs or towns to visit. No, it focuses on you trying to defeat the bosses. And I have finished this game, and I have no words to mention how great this game is. Alright, next up is a licensed game, and this is The Simpsons Hit and Run, which I haven't played a lot of. I think this is a good licensed game. I could say I prefer this over the Simpsons game for Xbox 360, PlayStation, Wii, that game. I mean, that game's alright, but I hate when you get game over, Nelson Muntz just laughs in your face, like, you suck, or something like that. Like really, that just gets on my nerves quickly, and the game isn't very easy. This game isn't very easy either, but, I can say it's more fun since the fact that it's The Simpsons, but it's Grand Theft Auto, but you play as The Simpsons. It's basically a Grand Theft Auto clone, but it's The Simpsons. It's pretty fun. Next up, this is actually my first game in the series that I played, and that is Final Fantasy X, or Final Fantasy X, as some people call it. I'm really engaged into this game. I've gotten like a couple of hours in. I want to try playing this game more, because I really do love the cinematics, and, the way the game looks, and I just really want to try to make it to the end. I actually got this at, Goodwill, and I'm not sure how well the disc is in condition, but so far I haven't had any problems with it. So yeah, that's a plus right there. Next up, I am a big fan of the series. The original classic is one of my favorite games of all time. Tetris Worlds. I mean, every Tetris game is basically the same. Except this has dialogue for when you do make a puzzle. When you do make something, it goes like single, double Tetris, or something like that. Some people have criticized this game, but, basically, I just like how it's just the same game, but it has better graphics, different graphics. I wouldn't say better, but yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah, that's right. Next up, I have Resident Evil 4, one of my all-time favorites. Do I need to say anything? This game is amazing, a lot of people did not know what to think since they changed things up, and this was in development hell for quite a while, but when it was released, people praised nearly everything about it. I could say that the worst part about this game is, of course, when you have to escort Ashley. I think her last name is Graham, but still, this game never gets old to me. Alright, next up is Kingdom Hearts. I actually played this when I was younger. My brother had it for PlayStation 2. I watched him play it for a little bit, and it was interesting given how I did watch a lot of Disney films. Of course, I watched a lot of Disney films. I was a kid then. But, yeah, of course, everybody's waiting for the third game. I don't have the second game, but I have been playing this game. It's not very easy, but once in a while I would like to beat this game, but it might take a while. I've only been through like 3 worlds. Alright, so the next game I have is Prince of Persia, The Sands of Time. Which people have said that this was the best in the series. This is the only one I played. Except, I haven't gotten that far. I've only played like a few minutes into the game because I'm not that used to the controls, but I really want to try playing this game again, seeing if I was doing something wrong. But once in a while, I do want to try playing this game again. Alright, next up is Grand Theft Auto 3. This is the game that popularized the GTA series, given the fact that this was GTA's first jump into 3D, and it was not as good as some of the other 3D Grand Theft Auto games, but it still is a great game of the series, even if it hasn't aged that well. Probably the GTA game that I played the least. And the GTA train doesn't stop there. I got GTA San Andreas, which people say is the best in the series. I don't know why I opened it. I haven't. The one that I played the most is GTA 5. In fact, I've been playing it a second time. I'm like halfway through the campaign. But yeah, GTA San Andreas is still a great game. Alright, this game I haven't played yet because this is a sequel and I don't own the first game. God of War 2. I have starting to grown a lot to the God of War series since I beat God of War 3 a while ago, like a couple months ago, and I already reviewed the new God of War game, which I think is a phenomenal game. I really want to try waiting until I get like the first game to play this, but you know, I saw a gameplay of this. It looks so much fun that I don't think I can wait that much longer. But yeah. The next 3 games I don't really find that interesting, but I'll still show them. In fact, I don't even play any of these games. Next up is Lego Star Wars the video game, which I don't really have that much to say since I never played it. Guitar Hero 3, which actually I think I don't play a lot of Guitar Hero. I do have the Guitar Hero guitar, but I'm not really good at Guitar Hero games. I have played it before. It just feels way too difficult for me. I don't know. Sorry, it's just my. Anyways, and the last game I have is another game that I haven't played that much of. Is Family Guy the video game. The newest Family Guy game, Back to the Multiverse, is kind of a guilty pleasure. I played that a lot with my friends. My friend got it for me for my birthday. Like I said, it's a guilty pleasure for me, but I haven't played this game that much. I played like the first 10 minutes of the game. I cannot get past the second part. Like, it's way too difficult for me. I don't know. I haven't watched Family Guy that much because, yeah, the show's gone way downhill, just like The Simpsons has. But yeah, that was all my PS1 and PS2 games. So I don't know what's gonna be next. I'll find something. I mean, I have plenty of games to show, but I might take a break for a while for video game collections. Because I still have so much stuff to do this week. But yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Word out.